Alright. I haven't played Rogue Trader in a little while, and I would like to play it. So, I think I'm just gonna jump right into this. Like, not really wait too long in the way of, openings and everything. I really gotta commission that artwork I've been trying to get done. Speaking of that, I need to see if I could even pay an artist. Hmm. Alright. Just doing one or two things here on the side, which... But more importantly, it's time to go to a place where in the dark future, there is only war. I've been eating weird stuff, so my voice is funny. I was playing Ignatius, wasn't I? Yes. Yes, I was. Basically waiting for my throat to clear out while I drink water. Oh, I totally forgot how low level I am in this. Hold on, I need to... Oh, yeah, I'm this early in the game. Okay. No, I mean, no, I'm not doing that right now. Looking for trouble. Ah. Going back to Rykad. I'm still in the first area of the game. Good to member. Reflective shield. I have nothing I can give them. Rykad Minor. Oh. What? Oh, goddammit. Okay. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Vigdis pauses, as if listening to something. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wersian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. This. God damn it. The everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Ablard's voice the loudest of all. Not Ablard. Abelard. Abelard. Fucking 40k names are weird. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a high-born brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Avrilia Vent. The young woman standing guard before Abelard strives with all her might not to quail? Or qual? I'm gonna say quail, because it's spelt like that, and it's slightly more phonetic. Not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Maybe today's not a voice acting day, but I'm gonna go with it because I want to play this fucking game. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avrilia Vent, I fucking hate. Okay, that's, yep. Another 40k name to hate. Avrilia Vent, requesting permission to speak. Vent falls silent, and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times called for drastic measures. Vent exclaims hotly. Hotly. What kind of adjective is that? This matter cannot wait any minute now. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary, but I am convinced that the step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Vent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, her face extremely pale. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sourback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Senchal Worsurian. Fuck, I don't know how to say Abelard's last name. Worsurian. And intervene in what's happening on lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She has clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance to Abelard, then at you. How did all this start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported it up the chain immediately, arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and the workers to a head. Where does Senchal Worsurian come into all this? Where does the Senchal come into all this? Fuck, I'm just gonna say that. Where does the Senchal come into all this? Thanks for the words, Nacho. Yeah, speak to the peoples. I shall explain, Abelard intones grimly. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Senchal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so, of course, when I received the information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. You were far too heavy-handed, Senchal. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors? It has driven the people to the brink, Vent says bitterly. Now there is a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4, to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection. But when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors in the entire decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They are as easily replaceable resources. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now, more besides, giving succor to cultists and minions of the archenemy. I didn't notice there was more. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rut got brewing. We've handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighboring sectors. Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively to the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the redictitude? Huh, wow, okay. Redictitude of my own actions for yourself, I have no objections. As for my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the uprising before it begins. Okay, you see, chat. I know what this mission is. And I know that there's no real consequences for whatever you do in this mission. So when we get to the point where I'm making a choice, I'm fully going to, like, flip a coin or roll a die and figure out how, like, fucked up I'm gonna be in that situation. 'Cause I do not care about this little, like, vignette mission. I'm certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions for myself. Throne preserve you, Lord Captain. I thank you for your support. Abelard grits his teeth slightly. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers are unable to handle the situation, which then led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see to the expedient resolution of this incident. Yeah. This is a team of fucking sociopaths and killers, so works out. I don't know what's gonna happen, because I'm gonna flip a coin to figure it out when it's time, but, like, that means there's a 50-50% chance I'm about to, like, murder a lot of people. Could also mean I just do the whole, like, diplomacy thing. Hey, being diplomatic is a thing that my character is good at. Slightly. Let me just do these level ups for this character real quick. Because they are useful. Dueling mastery. Where's the upgrade for this character to, like, swing with 2 weapons? Like, the offhand weapon also works. It's in here. Yeah, dual weapon combat. There we go. She is a dodge tank. She needs a bunch of agility. Acrobatic artistry, I mean, it works out pretty hard. Captive audience. I'll do acrobatic artistry, and then I'll grab captive audience later. I think her criticals are still stuck to that. Inventory. I just realized, I don't think I haven't handed her, like, a shitload of two-handed. Is the silent verdict just better? Yeah. I like early game grabbing the silent verdict on a blade dancer is just like really good. And then I just give all of my like not useful guns to all of my less useful swords to the other character. Abelard has his gambling knife. Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Okay. Let's see what's happening here. Hey, it's Worsian. Take that, scum! Look who it is. It's all his fault. All of it. Abelard reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. The people dared to disrespect a senior officer? They would not have the chance to express such disrespect if we were not here, and if the situation had been dealt with by the relevant officers. Abelard grimaces. It is a junior officer's worst failing to pass problems up the chain of command, and I have never been able to abide it. I shall say it again. It was a mistake to come here on Lieutenant Vent's whim, Lord Captain. I must admit that the lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer, Abelard adds peevishly. But in the name of terror, the girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter, and she has the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks and hunt down cultists. It will be another 20 years, at least, before she can be trusted to act without oversight. Let's keep moving. We need to get to the bottom of this. Much rabble here. Lower deck individuals.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here. Okay, so I remembered Abelard's voice slightly. The sounds of heated discussion reverberates through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avrilla Vent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior, Master-at-Arms Jacosta Sourback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tones, the standoff has dragged on for some time already, and has now reached a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there is a fire in her eyes. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. Abelard mutters in crabby approval. He does not clarify whether he meant Vent, Sourback looming over her, or both. Your lordship. Noticing you, the 2 officers stand at attention and salute their subordinates, following suit a moment later. I want to speak to the strikers. I'm playing an Arbites. Arbites deal with the fucking problem. From where I'm sitting, I got 2 choices. Especially as playing a character with an Arbites origin. I'm either going to scare these strikers, or I'm going to kill them. But I can't scare them if I don't talk to them. I love how messed up 40k is. I love I love hyper sci-fi depression simulator. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. I gotta... Oh, come on. Let me just... Okay, there we go. I need a... Yeah. I'm changing the I'm changing the name of the stream. There we go. There we go. Abelard's mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Hope gleams in Lieutenant Vent's eyes. Bro, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm not gonna be nice. I'm going to escalate the situation. A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation. From the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Oh, the rogue trader's here, yay! Okay, motherfuckers. Who needs to die to get back to work? Oh, this is gonna be bad. A whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd. An elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. Tell me what is troubling you. Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your lordship, says a tall, thin man in worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Oh, no. Oh, no. Asking questions and saying what you think. Since y'all execute him. Okay, I just need I need to drink some water. I'm gonna text a buddy of mine because I just figured out a really funny joke. It's not gonna take too long. Alright, yeah, saying what we think, that's... Man, there's some days where I think that might be heresy. Shut up, Rivet, snaps the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes on you. Here's the deal, your lordship. You damned officers, your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're here looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. if they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating for 2 whole bays for a week at a time. So we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. The old woman spits on the floor and rubs at the spittle with the toe of her worn-out shoe. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It is true. Vent is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks, and who grew up amid ships and has no fellow feeling towards us. The grim man with a scarred face throws up his hands. Your lordship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers. Your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace, without being harassed.
ZZZZ.
What changes do you want? Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us bilge rats what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat and to stop battering everyone that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here. We want to be armed. Give us arms and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if those cultists do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. You've gone too far, old Nan. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They probably even insisted on enforcers on the upper decks, too. As for weapons, what do we need for them? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. Fucking no bots. Bots get banned. Back to this. Clankers get banned. Sorry. They probably even, before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies, and we'll talk to them. One lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures, I want Yes! Anti-Clanker propaganda. Hey, buddy, how's it going? You showed up at the perfect time. This mission is... I'm gonna flip a coin to see how I complete this current mission I'm doing. So there's a 50% chance I'm actually going to be gunning down civilians. Okay. Yeah, because this game is so text heavy, I do read a lot when I do this, so, fucking Hyper Sci-Fi Depression Simulator is basically, forcing me to read an audiobook, and I'm very happy I have 2 bottles of water with me. Where was I? They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the appointed one turns his back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before, all because we dared to speak out. The tall worker's eyes dart between the 2 arguing leaders. Every few seconds, he opens his mouth as if planning to agree, but each time he falls silent, simply making a few vague noises of approval. What's this? I'll lose money if I do that. Gross. Okay. So. I'm playing a fucking Arbites. I mean, the whole reason I've been streaming this game is because the Arbites DLC update for Rogue Trader lets you play as a character with an Adeptus Arbites, like, background. I am playing a fucking, like, hyper-destructive cop. There is no way I am not going to choose the intimidation check 100%. Spreading anarchy on this ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we will consider the rest. The tall worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a sidelong look at the old woman. Old Nan, listen, please. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us and is offering concessions, and I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 that has ever stood next to the Rogue Trader, let alone talk to them. Back down. Now's no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, Nan. The 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. The old woman hisses in dissatisfaction. You two are ganging up on me. Is that it? I'm having trouble reading. But is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will, indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great. Just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. I don't want to lose money. I don't want to lose... Okay. If I be nice to these guys, I'm going to lose money. And there's something about capitalism and murdering civilians, which sounds way better in this situation. Because I don't want to lose money. You have failed to convince me of your trustworthiness. This unrest ends now. Everyone who was involved will be eliminated. No, Lord Captain, I swear my loyalty to you. I beg you, have mercy. The old woman spits in your face. Curse you! Sourback gives the signal, and is the first to raise her weapon. Yes, Lord Captain! It's good to get into a little bit of combat, at least. I just want to get the XP out of it. Suddenly, Lieutenant Vent stands in the executioner's path once again. Her face resembles a wax mask, and her eyes are wide with fear. But her lips are clamped into a firm line. If you want to mow down everyone in Depot 4, you can start with me. Vent, stop. This is treason. Sorry, I've let you down. It's not clear who her words refer to. Abelard, her comrades, or the striking workers who are now doomed to die. Vent reaches forward and grabs the barrel of the weapon aimed at the crowd. Yeah, okay. This is so fucked. This is so fucked. I mean, this is fucking... Yeah. I hate this as much as I love it. I mostly just... I don't know if I hate this. It's just... I am not playing a nice character. I am very much playing a government-ordained sociopath. Let's see here. Can you just fire into the crowd without, like... Yeah, she can just fire into the crowd with a controlled shot. Ah, American Police Simulator. He is the law! Yeah. Let's see here. Speaking of firing into a crowd, having a character with chain lightning is horrifying.
Will do.
Great.
Was that you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally in a, like, low-level skirmish with a large amount of, like, rabble. Like, none of these guys are high level. Basically, as soon as my character and my, yeah, Kibella, or however I pronounce her name, this character, as soon as, like, these two run into the fight, like, everyone's dead. You can jump over here, put some damage. Because me and Kibella, we're both blade dancers, which does mean we just get to murder everything in a 4-cell radius around us at any, like, at the drop of a hat. Yeah, just do that. Yeah, just murder, like, 7 different enemies at once without, like, without stopping. This is so fucking psycho for the action economy. Fox. Oh yes, that is Nacho. Nacho is not a part of this game. Nacho is my little friend. He is my little lad. He hangs out with me when I stream to, like, no viewers. Nacho's a good guy. He's a good friend. He's here because I don't get a lot of people in chat. Not only does he help me out by talking about first-time chatters, but he's just a good little dude. Also, he gets XP the more viewers I get, so he likes viewers. Yeah. Looks like I did just, you know, do the Arbites thing. Decided best way to enforce the law was just to get rid of the heretics. Vent's dead. That's slightly sad. I think Abelard liked that person. Thought she showed promise or something, but whatever. Abelard. Stopping unexpectedly, Abelard imperiously dismisses the unit to stand at a distance, and addresses your other companions, saying... Yeah, I basically did one turn 'em. Like, in a single round, I just ripped that entire, like, mob. I love the Blade Dancer class. It's one of the strongest player classes, because it was a DLC class, and it's just... how melee works in this game is really nice, because, like, there's technically no way to miss a melee attack. You can only be parried or, like, dodged or blocked. So when you're dealing with low-level enemies, they never have good, like, dodge, so you just fucking murder them. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Abelard looks at you, and his last vestiges of restraint vanish. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You made a harsh but necessary decision, but before that you danced to the tune of a panicking junior officer. You put your life at unnecessary risk in the midst of a potential uprising, and your actions triggered everything that followed. If you hadn't given Lieutenant Vent false hope and then snatched it away again, she wouldn't have snapped. You had no business going anywhere near the lower decks. Is this how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valancius Protectorate? I have no idea how I would react to this. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I know exactly how. Because honestly, if we're going by Arbites standards, this strike shouldn't have even began. Because like, the crackdowns would have happened before Ben even got up to the upper decks. So let's talk about your role in all this instead. You allowed this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed it would. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene, Abelard says irascibly. Fucking British-based IPs love just pulling random words from the dictionary. Remember Lord Captain Theodora? Do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Protectorate. as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There is a new Lord Captain aboard this ship now, and I will not repeat her mistake. Abelard looks at you, stunned, and exhales loudly. Then he nods curtly. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And Abelard stands straight at attention. I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. Interesting. You see, the thing is like, just because of context clues, makes sense that that's the definition. It's just such a weird... It's such a weird to look at and attempt to... It's such a weird word to look at and attempt to pronounce. It's just like, geez, there's just so much going on there. Especially when I'm trying to read something out loud while I am yeah, no idea what it was. It's such a weird word to just randomly hit when you're trying to read a bunch of things out loud as fast as you're looking at it. Abelard speaks slowly, the words not coming easily to him. The prosperity of the Von Valancius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. They create impulse. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concern she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planet. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedure until set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Prosperity of it. Yeah, fuck it. Theodora's trusted in established procedures, and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building the future of the Von Valancius Protectorate with me, stop living in the past. Abelard solemnly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. For a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. Yeah, so I fucking love this game. I have like 4 separate saves running on it. This game is my Baldur's Gate. Because for some reason I don't have the patience for Baldur's Gate. And my brain doesn't want to, like, take the time to figure out the game systems of it. But this, I already know the game systems of this. Oh yeah, have a nice nap, Nacho. It's good shit. All right, at least I'm finally done with that. It's that little side mission always pops up like every time, and when it shows up, you can't just like leave it for later. So it's always slightly annoying when you get it. But it's done now. I can go and do the thing. Speaking of doing the thing, I remembered what I was doing last time I streamed this game. I was stopping in Rikid Minoris because I need to get my hands on... Is this the bunker? Wait, no, stop. Where is this? Starport. Nope, never mind. Wait. I only have the Starport? What? Oh my god, now I remember. I haven't done the first mission on Rikid Minoris yet. I've been waiting to do it because it has the most important... Rikid Minoris has the fucking Arbites! Rikid Minoris has, like, the beginning of the DLC content. Okay, now I remember why I was going for Rikid Minoris. The starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosives tickle your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Halt! Weapons on the ground, or I'm firing! The man in a torn and dirty uniforms hobbles towards you from behind the chunks of rockcrete and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads, Sergeant Malgar. Alright, so our skies are on lockdown, the rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happen to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it. And on a shuttle like that? Where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? He's visibly awed by the resplendent gold of your transport. Grab 'em, lads! We've got ourselves a rebel landing force! Abelard turns purple. By the throne, this is a mess. What is this mess? Idira glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. Abelard, enlighten this rabble about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor's chosen. Abelard clears his throat. You stand before rogue trader von Valancius, you ignorant worm. Snap to attention this instant and give his lordship a formal report. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin to an exemplary soldier and barks. My mistake, sir. At once. The starport is under the control of the governor's wardens. Perimeter commander is Sergeant... A frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army's prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Lassie Malgar, reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? What's going on here? Unrest, sir. Armed rebels in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower levels sparked and then went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priests linked the satellites, reporting sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykid Majoris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden detail. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's only reason we were able to hold it. They're crushing us, the scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out of here any minute. You're doing fine work, Malgar. And so is your troops. It's the people like you that hold the Imperium together. I live to serve! The sergeant's grim voice rings in a martyr's pride. I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there is absolutely no way to shuttle you to the governor. It will have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will voxcast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Adira frowns as her gaze grows distant, as if she is looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulettes won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head round these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. When the psyker says weird, cryptic shit, you kinda gotta worry about it. The sergeant shakes his head in disappointment. If only Sergeant Davian of Tertium was here. He may have completely lost his marbles, but if I'd let him accompany you, you would have walked all the way to the governor's palace without any harm befalling you. With Tertium? Hey, Darktide reference. Davin of Tertium, who was that? One of ours, a veteran. No idea how he wound up here. The man's from Atoma Prime, the other end of the galaxy. Silent chap. Crazy eyes, but you should see him slay enemies of humanity. There's none like him. The sergeant casts a glance somewhere past the starport. When it started, he went missing out in the streets somewhere. Worse news for the rebels, though. He's an absolute beast in close quarters combat. You're a good soldier, Malgar. I will see that your heroism is noted. The sergeant blushes slightly. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. I leveled up again. I gotta do that. Shit. Do I have... I didn't get the big bad ability to, like, cut people up even worse than I already do. Shit. Oh, here we go. Blade in his hand. Lovely. I have shield mastery. I'm one-handing shotguns. Okay. I haven't found a riot shield yet, but when I do, I am running the shotgun riot shield combo. Because it's fucking great. But Blade in his hand is going to make my character a living fucking blender. Because he has a badass two-handed sword now. So I need to make sure I have that ready. I need Ablard. Does Ablard have... He doesn't. Wait, does he have chain weapon proficiency? I need to give Ablard his melee weapon boosts so that he can just murder things even more dueling mastery. There we go. Ah, yes, Idira. Idira needs no class abilities. This is a fucking psyker. I'm not using any of her fucking tactical bullshit. I want to just... Oh, I don't have Biomancy or Pyromancy. I'm trying to remember... I'm trying to figure out what kind of build I want Idira to rock. I think I need... I think it's Biomancy. Might be Biomancy I need Idira to run. I mean, if I give her Pyromancy, I can basically murk enemy teams, like, way faster. But I'll give her Biomancy so that I can give her a healing ability, like, immediately. And she needs Warp Lore. Yeah, Warp Lore. Argenta. I've maxed out your ballistic skill. You have melee weapons, so boost your strength. I put a lot of Xenos in my crew, so any of these Imperial things that say, like, hey, you're not going to help Xenos with these abilities is useless. Oh, you don't have Bolt Weapon Expert. That's wrong. Get that. Jesus fucking Christ. You're the dodge tank. Boost agility. Blade in his hands is just really useful. I already gave her 2 weapon fighting, so blade in his hands is actually perfect. Alright. Leveling up is done. I already have a general idea of the build, so it doesn't matter. And hey, there's a combat right here, so I'll get to test the builds. Let's see. Melee fighters push forward. I have majority melee fighters in this team. Wait. Yeah, I have majority melee fighters in this team. Once I get the tech priest, it'll even out a little bit. The starting area of this game doesn't have the companion characters I like to stick for my main stuff. I mean, these characters are all characters I like having in my team. It's just I have an empty slot that I like putting another range character on. Let's see. Kibella has a death from above, so she should be able to jump to this guy. Yeah. Yeah, I want her to jump over onto this enemy. Oh shit, she actually killed him. That's actually not great. Because she can't move now. So I guess she's using her the pistol that she has no levels, like no skill or levels in to use. Okay. The one sad thing about Blade Dancer melee fighter is if, like, sometimes when you start the fight you don't have all of your you're not like perfectly in time with your abilities to reach enemies. Movement is a deciding factor. It's a 12% chance. It's a pretty shitty chance. If I jump here, I should have a better shotgun chance. I'm fine wasting my death from above to just jump there. 24% chance. Fuck it. Eh. What's this guy gonna do? Oh, he's a melee fighter. I don't have to worry about it. Well, I guess I do. Weird. Okay, a character who can actually hit someone at this distance, please. That's not Argenta. No matter how often I dump fucking ballistic skill into her, she will miss at every given fucking chance, like this is an XCOM game, but you can dream. You can fucking dream and hope and pray. God fucking damn it, Argenta, that was an 85% chance.
Hold on. Let's get to it. Let's make it quick. Here we go.
changed a key binding so I wouldn't do something dumb. I need to figure out what that key binding was. I can figure that out later. Strength and toughness on that biomancy. These guys are right next to a friendly, so I can't actually use my chain lightning without fucking hurting my own character. Oh, I'll be able to use biomancy even after I pop this ability. Can you move over here and hit the guy my character's fighting? Good. I need... That's way more useful. Come on, man. That's so fucking... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's what happens when you play any game where, like, your stuff is based on, like, a dice roll. You will suffer. You will be sad. You will fail at everything. Abelard can't walk up to an enemy. But from here, can he charge that guy? No. Okay. He can't walk up to anyone, so I might as well just have him, like, specifically charge one guy and kill him.
Tactics are the best ones.
Can his normal sword kill this guy? Okay. Let's go gambling! Ah, dang it. This... I don't know if I love or hate this prisoner shank. It literally has, like, the craziest damage range ever. Fucking 4 to 18 possible damage is so fucking crazy. But yeah, endure, just so when they decide to shoot you, you'll only be taking fucking, like, temporary HP damage. They're all fucking trying to shoot Abelard. Man is literally catching 0 damage at random points because his endure just lowers damage far enough for it. Yeah, Blade Dance, you have like 2 guys next to you. Please say you kill them. God damn it! Like, that's okay, that's an actual kill.
As the tenants demand.
How many? You only have 1 charge of Death from Above with that, so if I use it to put more damage, it's not gonna fucking do anything.
Forward.
I can Blade Dance. Can I shoot that guy? No, but I should know. Oh wait, no. If I kill this guy, I'll have a Death from Above, and then I can jump around and... Hold on, I should pull my big sword out for this, because I don't think I can use my shotgun with Abelard right there. After doing this, I would have immediately, like, point-blank used my shotgun to, like, knock this guy over and just ruin his fucking day, but, I'm pretty sure that'll, like, do some friendly fire on Abelard. Yeah, that'll fucking hurt Abelard, and that's not... That ain't it, Chief. Also, the sword fully kills this guy without a fucking, like, question, so it worked out. Great. Argenta, could you, like, not fail constantly? Please? Argenta as a character is really weird because she's genuinely one of my favorite characters to have in a team. But this early in the game, she is fucking useless in every situation.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Like, she needs to be like, what level is she right now? She's like level 7. She needs to be up to like level 10 before she's like really doing work and being useful. 27% chance. 55s. Fucking, you're probably gonna miss these. That's fine. I'm gonna go for the harder shot in case you... Hey! Actually got the kill. Nice. Lovely. Idira. Oh, good cover for Idira. Can you see these guys over here? No. I guess I could give Cabela like a little bit extra HP. Actually, does your Psychica? No. Okay, you're being a support right now. You can't really do much. Wait, can you shoot? Oh yeah.
What of
You
course.
can try. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you fail. It just matters if you try. Argenta is gonna need boosted dodge because everything is going to shoot her, and it is going to suck really bad. Abelard, he can charge at him.
A tactically sound approach.
I like using charge after Abelard attacks because it usually means he can like kill someone and then like even without having movement he can push to another enemy, but sometimes you just need to use it to like actually get to the spot. Yeah, honestly I should. Fuck it, I'm just gonna use Abelard's heroic act because then he'll just run over and kill even more of them. Let's go gambling! Yeah, one-shot him.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call.
Ah, man, almost, it would have been funny if that was another one-shot, like back-to-back. Abelard does not have a charge of charge, so he has to kind of just walk and not do anything.
My faith strengthens me.
Hey, one of the NPCs did something useful. It's pretty nice. And then he immediately gets shot. I'm surprised he's still alive. Just gonna... the crazy shit about Cabela is that, like, when any friendly character gets a kill, she gets, like, 4 additional movement points. So if you, like, get, like, 3 kills before it's her turn, she just gets to walk across the entire map for free. It's psychotic. Great.
Marching ahead.
Killed some rebels. Now the important part. Do they have valuables I can loot off their corpses? They're fucking heretic rebels. Of course they don't have anything valuable. God damn it. Well, luckily most of my profit comes from being just an unapologetic arms dealer of killing my enemies and then immediately selling their the weapons taken from their corpses to other people who want the weaponry. I do wonder how many of my characters are gonna, like, drop in this fight. There's a lot of explosive barrels in this area. Hey, have a good night, buddy.
Challenging me was a mistake.
Let's see here. I would love not to have my characters stand next to the explosive barrels. I feel like that's a really big problem. I feel like doing that might be, what you would call, like, not very gamer move. Let's see here. So many fucking explosive barrels. Shit is crazy. Okay, Argenta. Any enemies? Can you shoot that? No. Okay, if you move there, can you shoot it? Yes. There we go. Explosive barrels are about as useful as they are horribly dangerous for my own characters. Someone trying to stab Abelard. It's never gonna end well for whoever's trying to stab him.
Here we go.
Oh, the commander's still alive. Don't say that's it. Oh, it's just frag grenade. I don't care about frag grenades. I just don't like the enemy characters who have fucking flashbangs.
That won't stop me.
Oh, I guess they did, like, flush me out of my, cover. Oh shit, that's an explosive barrel. Can you stand here and just fire into... Yes, do that. What? What was that? What? No, hold on. What? What kind of bullshit was that? Oh my fucking god. Just...
Scared yet? Show me what you've got.
He's just...
Let's get to it.
Argenta's got a fucking injury wound and... God damn it, okay. I mean, I can fucking chain lightning these guys, can't I? I'll kill
There
them.
is movement in the Empyrean.
I don't know what the fuck that was. All I know is it was bullshit. Argenta... If I hit her with Iron Arm, she'll get a little bit of HP. I don't want characters to go down, because we're really early into going through this area, and I don't want them to have permanent injuries. Abelard.
My place is at the fore.
Oh shit, that's not actually gonna... Damn, okay. Oh, you can pop Endure for free. Love that. Let's go gambling! Oh, come on. Come on! That should have killed him. Alright. Cabela. No, I want you over here. I want you to, like, rip into this whole group right here.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
I shall.
I got 2 charges of death from above, which means she can jump twice and hop right over to this guy and immediately kill him.
Pleasure.
And then use a firearm because she doesn't have any other ability that will let her move towards enemies. She actually hit. That's surprising.
Let's get to it.
Argenta needs to fucking heal herself
Administration is a holy task.
and hopefully get the injury out. Yes. I need that guy attacking Adira to stop, like, right now, so... Argenta. Thank you. Thank you, Argenta. It's great when you do your fucking job.
Doubt is for the weak. Strike is a prayer.
Lovely. Just lovely. It's fine, you killed like 2 of them.
Faith without deed. You, my emperor.
You're still landing hits, that's very nice. You know what? That's all I'm having Argenta do, because I'm pretty sure if I try to have her shoot with run and gun, she will have like a 25% chance to hit a point-blank target. Is this guy gonna... Oh, shit. Oh, the cover got destroyed. That's really annoying. Cabela can kill that guy over there. Oh, shit, he has good parry.
To do.
Well, he actually has parry, is the real way of saying that. Ooh, wait, no, I can death from above there, and then... Shotgun. Hurt him a little bit, at least. The idea that a character can melee fight fucking Abelard is crazy. This guy needs to die. And can you cast this on yourself? Great. Give yourself like a tiny... Oh, wait. She just perils of the warped herself. God fucking damn it, man. Alright, Abelard. Kill.
Indeed.
Let's go gambling! Yeah! He can't rush that guy. So just endure, and that's your turn. Have a good nap, Nacho.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
And that's the fight. Yeah, that's the fight. Okay, I need
I woke up with a
Argenta
feeling
to
of wonder.
fucking help
Thank you.
Adira because she has a wound and that shit's gonna be annoying. Great. No, Argenta used all her med kits. Replace it. Can my character finally carry one? No. But I do have a bunch of grenades I should be carrying. I don't remember what stat I need. Basic skill, Medicae. Yeah. Yeah, sure, Ablard can have some grenades. Idira can have some grenades. Okay. Awesome. That commander should have something expensive, hopefully. Ooh, skirmisher boots. None of these are actually better than what I have. I know where the thing that's better than what I have is. I don't need shock batons. I'm a blade character. Okay, and speaking of valuables and goodies, in here should be, yeah,
Always striving
a
for
safe. I don't remember if what's in the safe is... Oh, yeah, this is... I mean, it's worth holding on to, but I don't remember what character I need to put that on. Well, not need to, but I don't remember what character it's best to put that on.
The whispers told me a secret.
Yeah, there's fucking traps. I got you. Let's see here.
The Emperor favors
See
me
this over
today.
there.
Ah, yes, another trap to disarm. There we go.
Never doubt me.
Change is coming. The edge is nigh.
The blinded ones are harmless. No sense in shooting them and drawing attention.
Fire on the nearest target! Don't kill the tech priest! We need to take him alive!
find it, and let their enemies
Kevin, fall back!
May knowledge be thy fate. Let the cycle be discontinued.
Oh yes. Let the cycle be discontinued, my friend. I have been pinged in a Discord server. Is it important? God damn it, it better be important. It wasn't important. I'm gonna have a fucking fit. Alright. The man dressed in crimson should not have survived an explosion like that. However, he is alive. You hear the wheezing of the respirator that covers half of his face.
Not another step.
A trill comes from the folds of the partially smoldering crimson raiment. It is Binaric speech, the sacred language of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Binaric hymn transforms into a Vox-synthesized voice that sounds like thunder rolling over a vast plain.
Flee, for I am death.
His gaunt hand rises to stop you, and immediately your Vox howls in pain and your machine equipment starts crackling. The tech priest's blazing power axe discharges a cloud of righteous sparks. and his visor shows menacingly in blue and green. Glows menacingly in blue and green.
By the throne! What is that servant of the Omnissiah made of? Adamantine? Ah, class it.
Abelard clutches his head as his ocular implant is racked with a wave of interference. Abelard, this is no time to lose your composure. Present me.
Rogue trader von Valancius greets you, honored tech priest, and graciously grants you permission to remain in his presence.
That shit's always hilarious to me. The graciously grants you permission to remain in his presence. Fucking hilarious.
I identify you as a member of a high stratum belonging to Rogue Trader House von Valancius. I am detecting no need for confrontation. The convoy received an order to meet you. It is no longer functional. Therefore, I propose that we continue to advance to the rendezvous point with the governor's soldiers.
The tech priest stares resolutely forward, his mechadendrite tentacles rising gracefully around his hunched figure. It is illuminated by the flames of the smoldering remains of the machine. Who are you?
I identify as Magus Pascal Haneman of the priesthood of Mars. By the grace of the Omnissiah, I am currently assigned to the maintenance personnel of the station Altar Templum Calixis X-17.
How did you manage to kill off a slew of people and blow up a sacred machine without even laying a finger on it? Oh, shit. Wrong thing.
This was my doing.
The voices are being weird about him. They're saying garbled, conflicting things. Like they're talking about completely different people. But he's not a threat to you. Even if that's a bit hard to believe after all the fireworks.
You do not even know how you caused such an explosion?
The Omnissiah granted me a revelation. The spirit of this machine was dying, but it wished to perform a service, for such was its design. I sensed this and appealed to it. I do not know how I did it. I merely followed my intuition. The understanding granted by the Omnissiah was not permanent. It has left me.
How strange it is to hear such words from one who is not of the blood-spun web. We have much in common.
Why do you wish to see the governor?
I came here to carry out a sacred mission. My mentor, Archmagus Amonat, summoned me, and I hastened to answer his call. But the rabble's unrest prevented our meeting, and I was on my way to Governor Medina to determine my mentor's current location. My escort was ordered by their commander to discontinue their movement and await to be merged with your group. Then, due to their incompetence, they let themselves be killed. It was an unacceptable complication to my task.
If the text priest's voice carried any compassion for the dead, the dry words that crackled from his vox system did not convey a shred of it. You must be quite devoted to your mentor to be willing to wade into this mess for him.
Cessation of vital functions is an unavoidable phenomenon, and therefore an insignificant one. The doctrine of worship repudiates the fear of death.
We all die. There's no reason to fear it, head ass.
With my mentor's words, the Omnissiah gives me the algorithm for redemption and triumph in service. I will be redeemed, and I will triumph.
I invite you to my retinue.
Acknowledged. Predicting successful and mutually beneficial cooperation.
Great. I got fucking Pascal now. Pascal's pretty useful. Boost his ballistic skill because I'm gonna need him shooting a lot. Pascal can't wear heavy armor is the problem. Aiming protocols. Yeah, well, just give him fucking pinnacle of weaponry. Where are his Mechanicus upgrades? Or his Mechanicus... Oh, here are his Mechanicus upgrades. Medicae Mechadendrite is actually really fucking useful. Inflict Despair. No. Calculated... I don't care. Persistence of the Forge. Pinnacle of Weaponry. Steel of Forge. Ooh, acceleration protocol. No, not aiming protocols. Attacks and effects of exposed weakness gain bonuses against enemies under machine spirit communication as if those enemies had 2 more stack. I would like to give him a plasma weapon at my first possible convenient. Never mind, I'll give him the manipulator push. Intelligence. Perfect shot. And tech use. Cool. Pascal's not going to be in my team forever. I'm gonna replace him with a character I'll get later. Just further in the game. Because Pascal is useful until he's not.
Attention to detail.
Actually, it's more like Pascal is useful when you make him useful.
After your intervention, I feel 50
Which
years
mean,
younger.
and I already have Argenta, who's acting as my useless fucking character that I have to build into something that'll actually do work. So I don't need 2 of them. Hey, here's the synth skin. This is the armor. This is the armor I want to put on my character. The synth skin's just better. Do I have more than 40 agility? Yes, yes. So this armor's just better for me. Is this heavy armor? This is heavy armor. The Senshal uses heavy armor. And this heavy leather armor is better. You wear an armored body glove. So here's wait, no. This has better armor. But agility bonus %, dodge, and parry against melee. It also gives you additional agility. Yeah, sure, you can stick with this breastplate. Cabela is useful, and I will be using her for a good amount of, like, Act 2. Well, Act 1. But as soon as we get into Act 2, I'm probably gonna have to replace her. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 people. I just realized I think this is a max like team. Shit. Okay. I was thinking about something. There's so many companions, I can't actually do the team I want to use because it's my, like, personal favorite team. Fuck it. I'll give you the light flak armor because you just need to not die. Just fucking pain in my ass. I mean, Flamer's great, but I need a hand flamer on her. Actually, I don't need a hand flamer on Argenta. No, I do. She doesn't have any abilities for, like, being able to just use close, like, weapons at close range yet. I bet they're real stubborn. Quit your whinging. Yep, whinging. I've seen the tech priest do it twice. I once even brought a sensor to him. Of course they'll listen. Profane violation of the algorithm. Damn! Got immediately removed. Okay. Currently a singular viewer, which does mean when we get to the Arbites, there will be no one to see it. And I'm not extremely one of those kinds of people who's like, if someone didn't see it, it didn't happen. But it would be a shame if someone didn't see it. So we're gonna take a chill pill on the game, which is constantly fucking hurting my throat from all the reading. And I'm gonna look at my Steam library for a game to play for the rest of stream. I do not know. You know what, I think because Dead stream, and my voice is starting to fail me, like, just, like, the pain is actually getting to me, I'm going to call it there. Have a nice night. Goodbye.